Hey cousin. So as you can see from the title of the video, we're gonna try to kind of like get straight into it. We're just gonna chop it up and have a little discussion about why is the spiritual awakening so lonely? Why is the spiritual awakening so damn lonely? I get asked this a lot. I feel like not only do I get asked this a lot, I feel like okay, airplane. Confirmation, but like okay. But I feel like not only do I get asked this a lot, it was you know, a heavy question like on my brain, especially when I first started my awakening and whatnot. So yeah, why not answer it? So boom. To be honest, like the simple answer per se is that the spiritual awakening is so lonely because you are growing and evolving into the best version of yourself. With you growing and evolving into the best version of yourself, that means you're going through a death and rebirth, which is what they call the dark night of the soul, which we can, you know, I'll probably do a separate video about that, and we can go into in depth about that, right? Because y'all asked me a lot about that too, like what is the dark night of the soul. The airplanes are really tripping today. Like, let me roll my windows up because yeah, the fucking airplanes are tweaking. All right, so either way, like I said, you go through a dark night of the soul, or that death and rebirth. And what the death and rebirth is exactly what it says. The old you is completely dying and going away, and a new you is being reborn. Okay, and a new you. And when I say confirmation, excuse me, when I say new you, I mean genuinely a new you. I'm talking about somebody that you don't even know. You don't even know this person. Like, you're literally gonna grow into somebody you don't even know, a brand new fucking person. Okay, so with you going through this death and rebirth and the old you completely dying, you got to remember everything is energy. Energy can't be created nor destroyed, only transmuted or transferred, and everything is energy. So you have to be in alignment, right? Whatever is in your physical reality is what you are in alignment with. You are what you attract, right? Your thoughts create your words create your reality, blah, 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 right? So like, you're literally manifesting all day, every day, right? You can also check out the video of why aren't my manifestations working. You can check that out if you're called to as well. But again, it's about energy. Oh, she's gonna have to wait. It's about energy. It's about alignment. Okay. And when you are going through a dark night of the soul, again, the old you is completely dying, which means that all the things that you also aligned with is also going away, because the new you, the new person that you are growing into, no longer aligns with the people, places, things, or any of the bullshit that the old you aligned with. So now, as you're going through this process, this death and rebirth, you are now literally just dropping everything that you thought was for you. You thought it was for you and it was in your life because you were in that particular energy, right? Or you have been operating in a particular energy for a certain amount of time or all your life. Now, 333 on the timestamp, now you are aligning with something new. Or you are, you're aligning with something new because you are evolving into a new person. So basically everything that just doesn't align have to go. Like, that's why you start losing friends. You start, like, family members start dropping off. Like, you get what I'm saying? Because if those people, you get what I'm saying, are not in alignment with the person that you are becoming, then they gotta go. They gotta go. They gotta go. They gotta go. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. And I feel like that's the biggest thing with y'all. Like, I feel like the biggest question people really ask is, like, it really be the people. Like, you know, like, yeah, like, why am I so lonely? Why don't I have friends? Or why don't I have my family members around? Or why does it feel like I'm the black sheep? Like, why does it feel like my whole family hates me? And blah, 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 blah. And it's because, yeah, like, 9 times out of 10, you're a chosen one, you know, a star seed, a light worker. But you know, going through the dark night of the soul, that is genuinely just what happens. It's very normal. As lonely as it is, it's very normal. And I think that when you go through those periods, I think what it really does is it forces you to also build a very solid connection with the divine, right? Build a solid connection with your ancestors, with the Most High, the universe, whatever you call it whatever you see it as, but you're building a stronger connection to the divine energy. You get what I'm saying? Because you got to remember, and I tell you, like, it don't matter. All these physical people, listen, this shit don't matter. This is all physical shit. As above, so below. So whatever, if you can visualize it, you can have it. It's already yours. You just now have to be in alignment with what it is that you're asking for. This physical shit do not matter. Like, it does not matter at all. They throw little loopholes in there, like the matrix, the system in itself is sitting here to keep us in this loophole. Listen, this is all bullshit. Okay, you got to get in here. You got to get in here. And that dark night of the soul, like I said, that period where you are feeling so lonely is because you got to start to find you. Like, for real, you got to start to really love on yourself. You got to learn to be comfortable with being by yourself. Don't get me wrong. It does get to a point where it's like, okay, well, damn, like, I do kind of want some friends. But I'm telling you, if you are in a space of just feeling very lonely, like, I'm lonely, then you have not completely gone through your dark night of the soul yet. When you get out that, when you finish that dark night of the soul, baby, it's gonna be hard for you to even get back into it. Like, it's gonna take some time for you to even be able to talk to people again, for you to even be able to want to go out and shit like that. And it's not that you're gonna be in a funk or anything, but you just gonna have to get used to people because you're gonna be in hermit mode. When you go through that dark night of the soul, you have to go through hermit mode. Okay, you have to be in hermit mode. Like, you gotta go within. You can't go within and really tune into what's going on with you if you got all these outside factors and shit in the way. And you focusing on everything on the outside of you. That doesn't make sense. So it's like, again, you're lonely because you got to go within. You're lonely because you're supposed to be. That means you need to tap into something greater. Right? You need to start talking to your ancestors, or you need to start talking to God, talking to the Most High. You get what I'm saying? Whatever you see fit, you need to start getting in tune with divine energy. Okay? Because you are never alone. I think that is the biggest lesson that I learned when I was going through my dark night of the soul, and I was like, I felt lonely. That's what they tell me. Like, you're not alone though. So you feel lonely for what? It'll get to a point, like I said, after the dark night of the soul, it'll get to a point where it's like, okay, I'm not lonely, but I do crave companionship. I do want friends. I do want, some fan. I do want to be around people. I am kind of, I think I'm ready to be around people, but it's not a lonely. You have to get comfortable with being by yourself. Like, if literally and I know, and it's very frustrating. It is very frustrating, especially when you're not used to that. But if you could literally if you had no friends, if you had no family and it was just you, could you survive? Could you survive? You get what I'm saying? The only way you're able to truly survive is having a sound spiritual connection, having a very solid spiritual connection, right, to the divine. So when they put you in that space, I feel like, and when they put you in hermit mode and you start to feel lonely, that's what they want you to really reflect on. How much do I rely on myself? You get what I'm saying? How much do I really, really, really tune into me? Because you got some of you, it's like, you think just because you don't, like, you are the type of person who you really just deal with everything on your own and you don't talk to people and you don't let people in your business and blah, 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 blah. But guess what? I guarantee you have so many people around you, though. You have so many people that have so much access to you, though. You get what I'm saying? And that's the issue. So it's like you're here and you're there for everybody else and you're extending yourself to everybody else. But when it comes to you and your problems, you don't take time to really, tune in. You don't talk to people. You don't release or purge it out. You get what I'm saying? You just kind of hold that shit in. That's why your connection with the divine has to be important, especially being a light worker. It's like your mission is to heal, to help others. So it's like, if that's the goal, that's the mission, you have to understand how, a lot of you are empaths. Goodness gracious. You are in your highest timeline, attracting all forms of abundance. The money you spend is always replaced with more. Ashe, amen. Okay? But, yeah, you aren't able to fully release and purge out the emotions that you need to purge out because you're so busy being there for everybody else. So it's like, you feel like in your mind, like, I have people here, so that's good, but You don't even utilize those people. And if you don't truly feel like you can utilize those people, or if those people aren't able to like pour into you the same way that you're pouring into them, then that's an issue. There's an imbalance, and that's an issue. You cannot have people around you who can't pour into you the same. Like, what is the reason for that? I need people on my level. Yeah, I'm talking about emotionally, mentally. I need people on my level, because when I'm fucked up, you can't be fucked up with me. Like, what? This is just a one-way relationship, a one-way street? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Friendship, relationship, familiar, it doesn't fucking matter, baby. You have to remember that people need to be pouring into you the same way you pouring into them. Point blank, period. Point blank, motherfucker, period. There ain't no if, ands, buts about that. No discussions. But, you know, to wrap it up, your spiritual, you know, the spiritual awakening is lonely because you're growing into a new you. You're growing into a new you. Everything about the old you is literally dying. It's leaving. And people are the same way you're presented with the opportunity to change, to grow, to evolve. The people in your life are also presented with those opportunities. So don't feel bad if you have to leave motherfuckers behind. Don't feel bad, because the thing is, bro, people like to leech and tag on. Like, a motherfucker will sit there, I use this analogy all the time, a motherfucker will sit there and watch you build your boat. They know we all trying to get across the same motherfucking river, but a motherfucker will walk around all day just dilly-dallying and shit, talking to you, checking in with you, keeping tabs on your shit, low-key. Then when your boat done, they like, oh, let me get a ride with you. I ain't get the, you know, da-da-da-da-da-da. You get halfway down the fucking water, they done put a hole in the motherfucking boat. Whole boat done sunk. All because you done chose to take somebody with you, you get what I'm saying, who really wasn't deserving of going with you. Blessed by association. You need people in your life who is in alignment with you, people who literally pour into you the same way you pour into them. Point blank fucking period. People who you want to go with you, and the people who say they're there for you, they're going to be put to the test. As you're being put to the test and going through your spiritual awakening, your dark night of the soul, trust me, those people are being put to the test too, because if they are truly in alignment with you, y'all will continue to grow and flow together. And if not, then they're going to, don't hold on to shit. Don't hold on to shit. Sometimes, that's another thing. Sometimes it's like, it's not that person is a bad person, or it's not that they didn't do it, but sometimes people, even jobs, situations, whatever, environments, homes, right? You need to get away from those things for the moment, right? Separation is sometimes needed, especially with people, but separation is needed. Don't think that a separation is always bad. A separation is put in place so that way you can go learn your lessons and they can go learn their lessons without you guys hurting each other, damaging each other, or whatever connection you have to a point of no return. It can still be salvaged, but you have to allow the connections to happen. You allow the separations to happen so that the lessons can be learned. You understand what I'm saying? So if it's a friend, if it's a lover, if it's a family member, whatever, somebody's being pulled out of your life, allow them. Allow them to be pulled out of your life. Allow them to leave your life. Allow them to. It may hurt, I know, but allow them to, because it's either they're going to go learn something and you guys are in a separation and they'll be back, or that motherfucker's being pulled out of your life because they are not in alignment with you and the person that you are becoming, and they will do nothing but destroy your future and your destiny if they stay in your life and you are being protected. Okay? So don't trip about the loneliness. I promise you that shit goes. Like, it is annoying, y'all. I promise y'all, it's so annoying. I was in hermit mode for years, you know, but I, you know, preach this shit, so it's a lot of shit that just goes into that. But a lot of shit to happen, bro. Like, as you go through, as you're in hermit mode, bro, focus on you. Like, pour into you like you've never poured into you before. And watch, when you emerge and you pop out and motherfuckers see the new you, they're gonna be like, what the fuck? I'm telling you. Just lock in with yourself. Okay? I love you. I'm sending you so much love and light. 1414 on the timestamp. Drop me a heart in the comments if this resonated for you. And please don't forget to check out my Patreon and my TikTok, where we get like exclusive readings on Patreon. Exclusive shit. An astrology report every month. Light language transmission. All that good stuff. And, you know, TikTok is just where we have fun and, you know, talk our shit. And here is where we get education. So, again, I love you. I'm sending you so much love and light, cousin. And I hope to see you next time.